And we are back. Welcome, everybody, to another episode of Captain at the Bay. I'm your host, Eric Cooley. Hope you guys had a great Thanksgiving. Sorry for being a couple weeks absent. Of course, I had to attend family for Thanksgiving, and work is unfortunately getting in the way. But we are back, and we are going to discuss a lot about the NFL, specifically the Pittsburgh Steelers. For those of you who've been living under a rock past few weeks, Pittsburgh Steelers are at 5-1, and chances are they are not going to be in the playoffs this year. But as a Pittsburgh Steeler fan, instead of looking at the negatives of this season, I'm going to look more towards the positives in next year. And it's also going to start with Big Ben Roethlisberger needing to retire. So we're going to start off the episode with what will possibly occur at the Berg. And this will also be possibly the hottest take you'll ever hear from me. December 2nd, 2021, I will be giving you guys the hottest take you'll ever hear from me. So, let's get it started. Big Ben Roethlisberger, he will retire after this year. Mike Tomlin, on the other hand, is not going to get fired. He is rebuilding, and it's going to start out with this. Aaron Rodgers. Of course, Aaron Rodgers just signed a contract for 4 years worth up to around, I believe, $104 million. But he can also request a trade at any time. If you guys have been noticing throughout the season, Aaron Rodgers is not liking his time in Green Bay and is possibly wanting to leave after this season. I can actually see him leaving if the Green Bay Packers do not win the Super Bowl this year. So, what am I getting to exactly? Big Ben leaves. Who comes in? I could see Aaron Rodgers. Also, Davante Adams. His contract will be expiring after this season, making him a free agent. I can also see the Pittsburgh Steelers signing him. Juju Smith-Schuster, his contract will be expiring. Unfortunately, this shoulder injury is not helping his case. He's saying that he wants to be a Steeler forever, but the Steelers are probably not going to want him after this year. He's a wide receiver 3 possibly behind Deontay Johnson and Chase Claypool, so his playing time is starting to go down, possibly not going to be going anywhere at all in Pittsburgh. So, Juju will be a free agent, and I do not want the Steelers to extend him. That will leave some money, some free money going around for both Aaron Rodgers and Davante Adams. So, cap space right now for the Pittsburgh Steelers is $9.4 million. After this season, it will be going up in the top 10 for the NFL teams at $44.5 million. And that is a lot for the NFL, and it's going to be plenty to sign those two guys. So, I can see the Steelers acquiring Aaron Rodgers in exchange for a 2022 first-round pick and a 2023 second-round pick. So that way, they can get Aaron Rodgers at a good paying rate. Steelers sign Davante Adams from free agency. Now, I think if I remember correctly in articles, Davante Adams he's wanting a high contract rate because he's self-titling himself as the best wide receiver in the league right now. I can't see that. I could see top 3 for sure. Second or third, but definitely not the best. So I could see Steelers taking that into consideration. Possibly not a 1 year $25 million like he's discussing. Possibly something lower than that. They see his potential in Pittsburgh, and then they're going to sign him for more years. Retire Big Ben. Help him think about retirement. He'll retire. Juju, do not extend. And if somebody can get it in their minds, the Pittsburgh owners and head coach's mind, to get rid of Mason Rudolph and Dwayne Haskins, leaving more cap space for those 2 guys. So that way we'll have plenty of money. After all that, I have high hopes in the draft this upcoming year in the quarterback for University of Pittsburgh, and that's Kenny Pickett. Especially where the season is going right now for the Steelers, we could possibly have high hopes in drafting Kenny Pickett earlier in the second round. So, Aaron Rodgers is obviously going to be a starter. Kenny Pickett will be the backup and will be learning a lot from the likes of Aaron Rodgers. Leaving with around $15 million in cap space after they sign those 3 guys, it's going to look pretty damn good for the Steelers on offense. And once everybody is healthy, ready to go for next year, the defense is also going to look good. So that is my prediction for next year. Like I said, I don't want Mason Rudolph a part of the team anymore. That's my honest opinion. He's not going to get the job done in Pittsburgh. He's not a Super Bowl quarterback, nor is he even a playoff quarterback. If you guys are wanting to look for results in Pittsburgh, we need Aaron Rodgers. We also need Kenny Pickett. If for some reason Aaron Rodgers isn't wanting to come, if he's wanting to stay in Green Bay, let's look at Kenny Pickett in the first round. We don't need offensive linemen. We just need the existing offensive linemen to be healthy. That's it. We'll be good to go for Kenny Pickett. And now let's get down to the top 5 NFL teams after Week 12. So, definitely another hard week of choosing this list, but the teams that have been good the entire season, they're still up there. And you're going to hear a lot of familiar names and a lot of familiar teams. So let's get down to number 5 on the list, and that is the Cincinnati Bengals. So, yes, they had some bumps and bruises at the beginning of the season, but the way they dominated the Pittsburgh Steelers and their defense, Joe Burrow is looking pretty good. Jamar Chase is looking like an offensive rookie of the year candidate. And obviously you got Joe Mixon in the backfield running the ball. And also their defense is looking pretty stout. So I wouldn't say top tier, but definitely the top half of the NFL in the defense. So I have them at number 5. Number 4 on the list, I got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Tampa Bay is also they're not looking like their Super Bowl team last year. So Rob Gronkowski is still not 100% healthy, and Antonio Brown is still out. Like I said in earlier episodes, once they are back in the lineup, they are the Super Bowl team. But they're playing with who they have. And I could still see them making a good Super Bowl run this year, not sort of Super Bowl winners. Their defense is still top 5, and Tom Brady is still throwing the ball like he's 23 years old. So for right now, I have him at number 4. Once they get back to 100%, we'll probably see them at a higher ranking. So number 4, Buccaneers. However, number 3 is one of the teams that they beat at the beginning of the year, and that is the New England Patriots. Why do I have them at number 3 and above them? It's because of Bill Belichick. Bill Belichick, with 6 rings on his hand, he's still getting the job done in New England with the likes of Mac Jones and the Patriots defense. That is the reason why they are winning games. Not because of the running backs, not because of wide receivers, because of those two people. So, yeah, throughout the season, it's the Mac Jones show. He's definitely looking like an offensive rookie of the year nominee. But I also don't want them winning another Super Bowl. But for right now, I can actually see them being first place in the division, beating the Buffalo Bills. Buffalo Bills has been real stagnant and not improving with Josh Allen. So for right now, number 3, the Patriots, and also making a pretty damn good playoff run for this upcoming season. Number 2 on the list, I got the Arizona Cardinals. Kyler Murray is still dealing with his ankle injury, but Cliff Kingsbury is still getting the job done in Arizona with the likes of James Conner, DeAndre Hopkins, and Chandler Jones on defense. So number 2 is looking good for them, and once Kyler Murray is back in the lineup, it's going to look like the Arizona Cardinals show for the NFC. However, number 1 is in the NFC, and that is the Green Bay Packers. Like I said earlier, Aaron Rodgers, Devontae Adams, it's not looking so good with them in Green Bay. Nevertheless, while they're in Green Bay, they are still looking like the dynamic duo of the NFL. And of course, you still got Randall Cobb, Scantling. You even got Quadzilla A.J. Dillon running the ball and replacing Aaron Jones. So, and also you got the defense, which at the beginning of the season, I didn't see them looking like the top 5 defense like they are now in the NFL. They're looking pretty damn good, and because of that, I can honestly see them being the top team as far as the Super Bowl favorites, in my opinion. But cross fingers for us Pittsburgh Steelers fans, they don't win the Super Bowl, and that will give Aaron Rodgers a reason for leaving Green Bay, and also Devontae Adams. But for now, number 5 is the Bengals, number 4 the Buccaneers, 3 the Patriots, 2 the Cardinals, and 1 is the Green Bay Packers. And now, of course, at the end of every episode, we go down to the Thursday Night Football predictions. And this week, it will be the Dallas Cowboys going against the New Orleans Saints. So, my prediction, I can't give you guys a straight answer. Dan Quinn will be coaching the Dallas Cowboys tonight, and also Taysom Hill will be making his first start this year as the Saints quarterback. So I don't know who to pick. If I was a betting man, because of Alvin Kamara being out for tonight's game, I got to go with the Cowboys. Now, if for all you bettors out there, Cowboys money line probably not going to get you a lot of money. The money is going to come from the spread, and I got the Saints +6. Like I said, it's going to be a nail biter, but I can also see it being a high scoring game and a close game. So, the Saints +6, that's a pretty big gap if you ask me, and I could see the Saints in that big old window. So, Saints +6, and if you also want to put more money into the game, go for the over, and that is 46 points. So, that is my prediction. I can see it being Cowboys 33, Saints 28. That is my prediction, and that is this week's episode of Capping at the Bay. For those of you guys watching and listening, thank you for tuning in, and we will see you next week.